Greetings and salutations, Pisces. How you doing? I am here to do a quick little energy check, and the purpose of it is to find a focal point for your energy and then see what direction you want to go from there. Ooh, you've been dancing with the devil. Like literally, yeah? Yeah? You were. You were dancing with the devil. So you've stopped juggling energies. You've stopped weighing things out and looking at the tit for tat. Should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I? Because you started to see what parts of your behavior were causing results that you didn't want. Okay. This is you recognizing that when you go on autopilot, you do not make the best decisions for your own best interest. You get that now. Okay. So now you're looking at expansion, but you're still in a moment of appraisal. You spent a lot of time and energy in conflict that was unnecessary. Okay. You were engaged in conflict where nobody was going to win and nobody was going to lose. And all it ever really did was drain your energy, drain your light, drain your power, drain your source. That's the bad habit. When you go into autopilot, you get caught up in the drama. And it's just drama. There's no end to it. So all it is expended energy. Yeah. Lack of victory and emotional unfulfillment. But here's the other part about it is, also looking at these two cards, I kind of get a feeling of you now understand that you were using codependency as a crutch. That's the bad habit that you see. So here's where we're at. There's two kinds of people in the world, right? One who, whenever something goes wrong, the first place they go is to the window. And the other is whenever something goes wrong, the first place they go is to the mirror. It's almost like you've been going to the window for so long. So if something goes wrong, you're like, oh, it's that person's fault. Or if there's an emptiness inside, you go to that window and you're like, oh, if I had that thing right there. You know what I mean? So you're constantly looking on the outside to fill voids. And when things don't go right, you blame something on the outside. Somewhere, and that was tiring. It caused you to juggle a lot of energy. You dealt with a lot of habits. You got caught up in everything. You blamed other people. It drained you of your energy. You got stuck in codependency. You never felt like you were on the top because you were always looking for this external factor. But somewhere a switch went off. Somewhere you were like, wait a minute. Why am I looking out this window? Let me look in this mirror. Because there's a whole other group of people. The first place they go is the mirror. And don't get me wrong, there's good and bad in both. But you went to the mirror and you did what the other group does. You said, you know what, all this stuff is something isn't feeling quite right. What can I find here in this mirror? What can I find in myself to fill this void inside? And if this didn't work out the way I wanted to, what decisions did I make? What control did I have over the situation that I can change so I don't wind up in that situation again? So you switched. Instead of taking on that victim mindset of why did this happen to me, you are now looking at why did this happen for me. Instead of going to that window and blaming other people, instead of going to that window and trying to find something to bring inside to fill that hole, now you're going to the mirror and you're saying, what can I do different? What can I do better? It's a difficult thing to do. I know it sounds so easy, right? right? But you have to understand that the devil in the inverse, this is the second time out of the 8 readings I've done, that the devil in the inverse comes up. And I'm reminded of another tarot card reader. I wish I could remember who it was. But that reader often describes the devil in the inverse as somebody who quit smoking, but the urge is still there. Think about that. You know what you've been doing wrong, but the urge is still there. What this is saying is, if you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. Because if you go back to the old way and you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. It's time to change those habits, Pisces. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you guys later.